Hey there. Today I'm going to be testing using the gel plate with the Speedball Block printing inks, and I have never used these before. I usually use acrylic paints. A few times I've used Akua inks, but I've never used these block inks. So I want to see how they act with the gel plate. And they are pretty different from using acrylics, so if you have some of these around, I encourage you to test them as well. So I just have a few basic colors, you know, the yellow, the kind of basic kit, yellow, red, and blue, and I'm trying those out. One of the things I recommend is having a piece of plexiglass, even if it's an old one. Mine's kind of messy here, but you want to kind of warm up the inks a little bit and get them on a thin layer on the side so that you can use your brayer to apply a nice thin even coating to the plate. This is not something I usually do with regular acrylics, so that's one difference. You're really using more of a printmaking ink here. I'm testing, you know, household objects for textures. It's hard to see yellow because that's so light. These are just some stamps that I had. Knowing the yellow is going to be a background texture, and I'm going to add other layers of color on top. Ideally, you have a bigger piece of plexiglass next to you, or even a sheet of glass to roll out your inks. Again, you want a thin layer. I'm just testing to see if I can make some marks. That one didn't look too good, so if you make a mark and you don't like it, you can just roll right over it. So again, here testing some stamps, some commercial stamps to make more texture into the color. I'm totally in experiment mode, which is my favorite way to be. Okay, so I'm seeing what I can do here with a stencil. And I'm removing a little bit of it with a paper towel, but really with this kind of ink you can simply drop the stencil right onto the ink and it makes a mark. Stamps as well. So let's print color number 2. These are just the raw colors right out of the tube. I didn't do any mixing because I knew that they would mix on the paper. So I got a pretty dark blue-green here. Well, now I can see what it does. Now we still have some ink left on the plate. We could try to get a ghost print. It'll be light. But sometimes you can print on top of those and they're nice. As the ink builds up on your brayer, you do want to wipe it off on a piece of paper and then eventually on a, with a sponge. Okay, let's try the red. Those are dry paints on the plexiglass, so they're not going to interfere. Okay, so I've mixed a little bit of blue into the red just because it looks so powerful right out of the tube. It's made the red a little bit dark. We'll see how this prints or mixes with the other colors. Sometimes you get a speck or something on the brayer. With inks, they show everything, every little mark, so you have to be a little bit more careful with inks than with paints. I'm trying to clean off my stencil. Yep, this requires a little more meticulous process. I'm going to go away and clean that stencil off a little bit more, and then dry it so the water doesn't get mixed with the inks. I'm printing a red onto a previous print of the trees. Just to see what will happen here. I have not registered the two colors, so I wanted it to be kind of uneven. Oh, and there's a ghost print of an interesting outline. I wonder if we could do something with that. Maybe put it on the dark green. Let's see what happens. Well, that's interesting. Now still playing with some old prints that were unfinished and just seeing what I can add to this. And maybe the ghost print will be interesting on top of this fern print. So as you can see, you just keep playing. I kind of like that. There's a little bit of smudge in the middle. I'm not sure how that happened. But still, I like it. These are fun. I encourage you to try, if you have some of this ink, try it. You'll get a little bit finer result than the acrylics.